Good morning, everyone. My name is Kimberly Oliver, and I am on the board of directors for the Lucy Craft Laney Museum of Black History in Augusta, Georgia. And this morning, what I'd like to ask is, do you know these names? Nicholas, Palmer, Player, and Woods. You know the Amen Corner. I know you know Ray's Creek. And the symbol of victory, the iconic green jacket. And who can forget that the Masters is really what the Masters is really known for? That pimento cheese. You got to have the pimento cheese sandwich. But Augusta National has become a mecca, a place where golf fans and sports enthusiasts alike circle on their calendar for every April. There are other prestigious golf tournaments like the US Open, the British Open, and the PGA Championship. But there's only one Masters, and it has made Augusta synonymous with golf. However, there are some other names: Cigarette, Iron Man, Dead Man, Cricket, and brothers Do Hickey and Do Funny. They too are part of the Masters tradition. However, their stories and their roles are known only to a few golf insiders, sports historians, and older Augustans and members of the local African American community. They were known as the men on the bag. In 2023, the Lucy Craft Laney Museum of Black History in Augusta, Georgia, presented for the first time an experience like no other. The experience tells the story of these amazing caddies. Yes, the caddies. These are the caddies that assisted the world famous golfers in winning the prized green jacket. Orlando, Florida, get ready because the Lucy Craft Laney Museum and Destination Augusta has brought the experience just a touch to you today. And just to give you a little sneak peek behind the curtain of the experience that you can have with us in Augusta. So here we are. And we start with 1956 with the man, golf historians, and fellow caddies, Jariah Buddha Beard, called the godfather of Augusta caddies, Mr. Willie Pappy Stokes. Seems like it was just yesterday, but it was 1956. The winds were high, and everybody was having troubles out there on the course. Legendary golfer Bobby Jones called it the hardest playing conditions we ever had. That was unfortunate because this was the first time CBS would be televising the course. And I was on the bag for Jack Burke Jr. Going into the final round last day, we were down 8 strokes. Can you imagine? Jack looked at me and said, I think I need a miracle to win. I told him all you need is a great caddy. Lucky for him, he had me on the bag. Willie Pappy Stokes. No one knows this course better than me. I was born and raised on the land when it was called Fruit Land Nurseries, one of the largest nurseries in the South. Around 1931, I was 11 years old. That's when they started building this course. I watched how man and nature came together to create a magnificent golf course. Right then,
I had big plans, dreams. I wanted to be a caddy. But daddy said, no, boy, you going to school. Not even a good old butt whooping would keep me off that golf course. That's okay. I became the best caddy they had around. You know, rain could cancel a day of golf, but for me, it was an opportunity to study and read the greens. You would catch me out there walking in the rain, watching the water flow, the slope of the greens, feeling the wind. I wanted to see how all these elements came into play. Folks talking about, look at Pappy. He must be crazy out there walking in the rain. No, Pappy ain't crazy. I'm taking it all in to help my player win. You ought to give it a try. You know, things were going good for me in my caddying, but then it got interrupted. World War II. Uncle Sam shipped Pappy to the Pacific. Pappy Stokes became Private Stokes. It was strange being halfway around the world. And the only place I ever been was Augusta, Georgia. There was no golf courses over there. My unit returned in 1945. All the other soldiers was looking for jobs in the big city like Detroit, Los Angeles, the Big Apple. Not me. I'm going home to a place where I belong, Augusta, Georgia. I wanted to smell the fresh cut grass on the golf course, the morning dew, and my calling in life, golf. Heard there's some talk about who's the best caddy of them all. I just got one thing to say about that. 5. That's right. 5. You remember I was reminiscing on 1956. Jack was down those 8 strokes in the final round. Guess what? We won that day. Sure enough did. That was my 5th win with 4 different golfers. Can't nobody else say that. Sure enough. And how about none of those golfers ever won a Masters before or after having me on the bag? Willie Pappy Stokes. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Pappy. We appreciate you. So we do hope that you did enjoy that little snippet of the men on the bag. And yes, I know you're probably saying, where can I get more information about that? We ask that you come on by the Lucy Craft Laney, joined with Destination Augusta booth. But we hope to see you there in Augusta, where you will feel good.